that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks, devotedly to be wished. That flesh hereto, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of life so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of thee unworthy takes, when he himself might his quaints make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought. An enterprise of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and those the name of action, soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
The witches met me on the day of my victory in battle, and I have since learned that they have supernatural knowledge. When I tried desperately to question them further, they vanished into thin air. While I stood spellbound, messengers from the king arrived and greeted me as the Thane of Calvert, which is precisely how the weird sisters had saluted me before calling me the future king. I thought I should tell you this news, my dearest partner in greatness, so that you could rejoice along with me about the greatness that is promised to us. Keep it secret, and farewell. You are Thane of Calvert, and you're going to be king, just like you were promised. But I worry about whether or not you have what it takes to seize the crown. You were too full of the milk of human kindness to strike aggressively at the first opportunity. You want to be powerful, and you don't lack ambition, but you don't have the mean streak that these things call for. These things you want to do, you want to do like a good man. You don't want to cheat, yet you want what doesn't belong to you. There's something you want, but you're afraid to do what you need to do to get it. You want it to be done for you. Hurry home so I can persuade you and talk you out of whatever is keeping you from going after the crown. After all, fate and witchcraft both seem to want you to be king.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I never saw a true beauty till this night.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse, for I mine own gained knowledge should profane, if I would time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the Moor, and it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets he has done my office. I know not if it be true, but I for mere suspicion in that kind will do as if for surety. He holds me well, the better shall my purpose work on him. Cassio's a proper man. Let me see now, to get his place and to plume out my will in double knavery. How? How? Let's see. After some time to abuse Othello's ears that he is too familiar with his wife. He hath a person and a smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. The Moor is of a free and open nature, that thinks men honest that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I have it. It is engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and with weak and idle theme, no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon we will mend, and as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call, good night until you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.